Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bulldog Insider. 6 days left in the Fresno State football season. The Bulldogs' loss to Nevada means there will be no bowl game in 2019. So the season ends at San Jose State. Julia Lopez is here with me now to take us through what happened last night against the Wolfpack.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. We were all hoping to see the Dogs get a shot at a bowl game, but that was not in the cards this year. But let's see how it all happened with the trip to Bulldog Stadium. It wasn't all negative. It was a special night for 18 players as Fresno State honored this group on senior night, the last time these guys will be able to run down the ramp. And some of the seniors included quarterback Jorge Reyna. There he is, who came into the program as a JUCO transfer. And also Jared Rice, who entered just 9 catches and 49 yards shy of passing Bear Pasco's career record set by a tight end. And how about the dual sport athlete Josh Hokins, the Clovis High product who was a walk-on and worked his way into being a tough running back. And Juju Hughes, the Hanford Bullpup, who went through some of the worst and best times over his 4 years as a Bulldog. Gotta love that. Well, it didn't take long for Nevada to find the end zone. On their very first drive, Carson Strong out of Vacaville finds Elijah Cooks for the 29-yard touchdown, and the Pack go up 7. So the Bulldogs entered the game as a 13-point favorite, but the Wolfpack opened up strong, going up 14 in the first quarter thanks to this Romeo Dubs touchdown. Fresno State looking to answer and make it a 7-point game. Jorge Reyna is going to fake the handoff, decides to take it himself for a big gain of 19 yards, stretches out those legs. And then the very next play, it's Reyna showing off the cannon. He buys some time and finds Ronnie Rivers for the 34-yard touchdown to make it 14-7. Rivers has scored in every Mountain West game so far this season. And during the second quarter, Fresno State honored the program's all-time leader in receptions and receiving yards, Keyshawn Johnson. He was an honorary captain last night, 6th-round draft pick by the Arizona Cardinals, who are on a bye week, so he was able to get here. And we'll hear more from him later on. Nevada threatening again on Fresno State's 45, Strong to Dubs, but the ball comes loose thanks to Michael Walker, and Evan Williams pounces on it. Bulldogs with the ball. But before I show you their next big play, I got to show you this highlight from last night. Yeah, there's the big guy, Aaron Judge, being introduced as an honorary captain at the game. Andrew, you covered him at Fresno State. It's got to be a cool moment to see him back here. 2011 to 2013, and look, he's wearing a Derek Carr jersey. He was given that by Gina Strang-Barons, former Fresno State softball player. Judge, a little humble there. He doesn't really like the attention, but certainly he got lots of it. Yeah, and we're going to hear more from him later on. So we're in the second quarter. Reyna rolls left. Gets a few yards here, but he gets hit hard. The helmet is going to come off, and he is really slow to get up, so he would have to be taken out of the game. Enter backup quarterback Ben Wooldridge, a redshirt freshman. He sends it to the corner. In the postgame press conference, Tedford said he was trying to throw it away, but Carrick Wheatfall makes a nice catch, and that ties it up at 14. So Reyna back in the game with about 5 minutes to play in the half, and he connects with Amorie Edwards from 12 yards out. The go-ahead touchdown for the former Tulare Union star. Dogs up 21-14 at the break. And then in the third, Reyna to Jared Rice. And this is a gain of 33 yards. Rice becomes the all-time leader in receiving yards by a tight end in program history, surpassing Bear Pasco. So a huge congrats to him. Same drive, Reyna is going to float one far side to Darion Grimm. He makes a nice one-handed grab, his 7th career touchdown, and he's excited for that one. The senior wideout making a big play there. Bulldogs on top, 28-14. Nevada would score to make it a 7-point game, so the Dogs trying to get some more breathing room on 3rd and 4, but Reyna gets picked off by Lawson Hall. The Wolfpack in really good field position, and they try to knot it up here. The handoff to Devontae Lee, who takes it up the middle, a 25-yard rushing touchdown, and it's instantly tied at 28. Late in the fourth, with about 1:40 to go, Bulldogs pin back on their own 3 and needing to make up a lot of ground, but they go 3 and out on this drive, and they give the ball back to Nevada, who they're looking to pull away. So second down, Toa with the handoff. No gain, and this is huge. He's going to run down the clock with that, so that's a smart move by him. With 12 seconds to go, Tawa is going to punch it in from 3 yards out, and Nevada goes back on top for good. Bulldogs fall 35-28. Jorge Reyna was 27 of 37 for 261 yards. He threw 3 touchdown passes, one to Ronnie Rivers, Amorie Edwards, Darion Grimm. He also had 1 pick. The Bulldogs only ran for 53 yards, 20 of those by Rivers, but he did have 108 total yards in the game. Jared Rice had 5 catches for 71 yards, and here's head coach Jeff Tedford after the game.
It's like I told those guys, you know, I feel bad that we weren't able to come away with the victory on senior night, but they've been a part of a lot of great times in that stadium, and those are the things that they should remember. We want to make everyone proud. You know, we want to make our fans proud, we want to make the students proud, the university proud, all the alumni proud. You know, that's part of what we try to get done, you know, and you know, I think there's one thing that no one can ever say is that our kids don't play hard, okay? And there were a lot of close games this year, and they didn't go our way, so there's some growing pains there, but this program will not go away. There's a lot of very young, talented kids here, and you know, we'll continue to work hard to bring the pride and tradition back.
All right, time now to go inside the game, brought to you by Sierra Pacific Orthopedics. Scott Beam is here alongside Cameron Worrell, sideline analyst for 940 ESPN. And Cam, we've talked about it a few times this year, but it just seems like every time you go to a Bulldog game, it's coming down to the wire in the fourth quarter. They're just playing close games every single week, but for some reason, they're struggling to get it done this year. They've now lost 4 games by 8 points or less. Why are they struggling to win these games?
Well, they this year, when they haven't done over the last couple of years, they've made the big mistake in a critical moment. I mean, USC down 8, picking the end zone. Minnesota down 3, double overtime, picking the end zone. Nevada, it wasn't at the end of the game, but Reyna throws the pick, sets up Nevada at the 35. They get the ball back on the last possession at the 25, and they're able to punch it in and kind of close it. This team has had opportunities. If they get 1 first down against Utah State, they win that football game. Utah State doesn't have time to drive down and kick a field goal. They have not made the plays in the critical moments of games. Last year they did. The year before they did. This year they just have not made enough of those plays down the stretch to win those really close games.
Yeah, it just seems like the separation between the teams in the Mountain West and specifically in the West Division is not that large. So things are coming down to critical plays here or there. And so let's talk about some of those critical plays. The Bulldogs get the ball, 1:46 to go at their own 3-yard line. We are tied at 28. Nevada only has 1 timeout at that point. Fresno State goes to the air, 3 straight incompletions, which eventually gave the ball back to Nevada. Now, afterwards, Jeff Tedford said, hey, we're trying to be aggressive there. We're trying to go out there and win the football game. I can't really fault that rationale, considering that you're 4-6. You're trying to win a couple games to get into a bowl. What do you have to lose? What did you think about those play calls?
I agree. I don't mind the aggressive play call at all. But if you're going to do that, give Jorge an easy throw. Get Ronnie out of the backfield real quick. Get the ball to one of your playmakers quickly with some blockers in front of them, almost as an extension of the run game. Give him an easy throw to complete a pass, keep the clock running, and try to pick up positive yardage. There was no rhythm at that point with this offense. You know, they had the 1 drive previously where it's stalled because of penalties, but other than that, outside of that first drive in the second half where they scored a touchdown, they went 3 and out every other drive. So no rhythm. I don't think Jorge had a good feel for what Nevada was doing defensively. So give him an easy throw. Get him comfortable, and then try to get that drive going. If not, if you're not comfortable, if you're not confident you have 1 play he can complete, hand the ball off, try to pop one, and then get into that 2-minute mode.
Yeah, it's just something that the Bulldogs just have not been able to do this year. They can't get the ball moving when they really need to get it moving, you know, in the fourth quarter. You mentioned Jorge Reyna. A little Jekyll and Hyde again from Jorge. For 2.5 quarters, again, he looked fantastic in this game. I think he was 24 of his first 27. He was threatening to break the single-game completion record at one point, but then suddenly things changed offensively, and you know, the Dogs just couldn't really get it done down the stretch, and Jorge struggled a little bit. What changed for him?
I don't know if I can put my finger on it, but Jorge at times looks really, really comfortable. He looks in control of this offense. He goes through his progressions. When he does get in trouble in the pocket, he's deliberate with his actions. I think his #1 asset is being deliberate with what he does with the football. When he is struggling, when he is uncertain of what he sees, when he has pressure in his face, I think he thinks a little bit too much. He doesn't just react and play. He thinks and tries to be perfect with the football. That's what happened last night. Jorge was good. He was deliberate. He was sure of what he saw. When he started to struggle, when he started to feel some pressure, he was not comfortable at all, and that's when we see balls sail. That's when we see him make poor decisions. That's when we see him hold on to the ball too long and take big losses. He just can't do that, and it's got to be frustrating to have a guy who does it for 2.5 quarters. You try and call the same game, and it just doesn't get executed the same.
All right. Bowl eligibility is gone, right? You know, the possible Mountain West Championship.
Maybe a 5-7 bowl team.
You're calling for 5 and 7?
You never know. There might not be enough bowl teams, so you might get into 5 and 7.
Hey, you never know, right? You know, you go out there, win the game. Who knows? Who knows? I remember a few 5 and 7 teams getting into bowl games. So they got San Jose State now. This is going to be a battle of 4 and 7 teams next week. You got the V Trophy on the line in this one. Okay, obviously it's a rivalry going back, and so I think the players will get motivated. For the seniors, it'll be the last game likely that they ever play unless they get into a bowl game at 5 and 7. I'm going to ask you to be Jeff Tedford. How do you motivate the guys, especially the young guys, for this game next week?
Well, it's going to be tough, but you know, when I played here, Pat Hill would bring former players back to talk about Fresno State, San Jose State. Fresno State, San Jose State used to be the game on the Fresno State football schedule. It used to be the game on the San Jose State schedule. This is a rivalry that goes back a long time. This is an important game in Fresno. It's an important game in San Jose. So bring some of those guys back. And look, if you're a young player, yeah, you have a lot more opportunities to put on the Bulldog Red. These older players, these seniors, these leaders of this team, this is their last chance to do that. Think of yourself in their shoes. Think of your last opportunity to put on a uniform, to put that Bulldog on the side of your helmet, and the effort you would hope the younger players show for you. I think that'll be his message to this team, because they haven't had a successful year, not up to their expectations, but there's a lot of respect for the older players on this team, and I think the young guys will play hard because of that.
And we heard Coach Tedford mention that. I think that's the one positive you can say about this year's team is that it doesn't feel like they've fractured at all. It feels like everybody's playing hard every week. So let's look big picture here, Cam, because I think both you and I, if you asked us before the season, we would have probably thought worst case scenario, this team maybe goes 7 and 5, you know, 8 and 4, maybe might even be an average campaign. But here we are at 4 and 7. Obviously a young team. You're going to have to replace quarterback again next year going forward, but you got some skill position guys coming back. Ronnie Rivers, you got a bunch of young receivers, Jalen Cropper if he gets healthy again. Big picture, where are you at with this program right now?
A big picture, this team had a lot of young players play some important roles, and they suffered because of it this year, but they're going to benefit from it for 3 years to come. I mean, there are a lot of ballers. Jalen Cropper, Evan Williams, Devin Jarvis, Jamal Glaspie, a lot of freshmen, Lavelle Bailey, true freshmen who have started, who have played a big piece on one side of the ball or the other. I'm excited about the potential for these young players just being, you know, veterans. Like, they're veterans now. They've played a lot of football. That's a great sign for things to come. You did get a transfer quarterback in Jay Kaner from Washington. Everything I've heard has been positive of him. Natani Muti will be healthy. Cyrus Tuateli will be healthy. I mean, you're getting 2 of your best offensive linemen back who you really didn't have all season long. So the talent is here. This coaching staff has shown for 2 seasons they're one of the best coaching staffs in the Mountain West. They took a step back this year, but the experience, the growth of the young players on this team, they will reap a lot of benefits from that in 2020.
Really quickly, I wanted to get your reaction to the post-game soundbite that we ran from Coach Tedford, talking about his team playing hard. Seemed like Coach Tedford was showing a little bit more emotion there than we usually see out of him. What did you think about what he had to say?
Yeah, you know, he's disappointed. He doesn't want to go 4 and 7. He wants to battle for a Mountain West title for sure, but one thing he's not going to do is lower the standard of this program. He is not going to let Fresno State football slip into mediocrity in the Mountain West. He will do everything in his power to make sure it doesn't do that. And he will make sure everybody in that program is going to buy into that goal, or they are not going to be in that program. That's what I took from Jeff. He loves this university. He is so passionate to bring this program to a place it's never been. He's going to start working. As soon as that last game against San Jose State is over next Saturday, he's working on 2020.
I guess the best thing you can say is they lost a bunch of tight games this year. Of course, still one more game to go, but a bunch of tight games. Sometimes that reverses course, possibly the next year, and you got a young team. They're only going to get older come the next 2 years. Andrew, back to you.
All right, thanks, guys. Let's take a look at the Mountain West standings. Boise State locked up the Mountain Division with a 56-21 win over Utah State last night. The Broncos will host the Mountain West Championship game for the 3rd year in a row. They're a game ahead of Air Force, the Falcons with a road win at New Mexico yesterday. Wyoming beat Colorado State on Friday. The West Division has also been decided. Hawaii wins the West after beating San Diego State last night. The Rainbow Warriors have the tiebreaker over both the Aztecs and the Nevada Wolfpack. Hawaii will travel to Boise State for the Mountain West Championship game on Saturday, December 7th. Fresno State currently in 4th place in the West Division, ahead of UNLV, whom the Bulldogs beat, and San Jose State, who the Bulldogs face in the regular season finale.